is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right, what's happening, guys? I'm coming to you from a different spot today, as you may notice. I am in our new office space, so we have yet to decorate in here yet, other than that little plant back there. But I wanted to get into the office early this morning. I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep, so I came into the office early this morning, and I figured I would come at you live from the new space here, so you guys will get a better look at this as the days go on and as we get everything buttoned up in here. But today is Friday, May 8th, 2020. And I want to point out to you guys, which I always try to do. I always try to point out to you guys what percentage of the year is gone for you, because I think that a lot of people don't necessarily always pay attention to that. And just so you guys know, 35% of 2020 is gone already. So 128 days have been already past you this year. So I hope you guys are paying attention to that. And I hope you're making the very best of every single day that you got here in 2020. I want to talk to you guys this morning about the hardest parts about winning. And I know that might sound like, something strange to you guys, but I think it's important to talk about, those different things that happen in your life. It's like, everybody looks at the people who are winning with some level of envy. And I want to talk to you guys about what happens and the challenges when you're winning, and we all go through different periods where we're winning. We feel like we're winning or we're losing at different times in our life. And there are unique challenges to all of those scenarios. So before we jump in here, I just want to say good morning. What's happening, Mr. Nast? Jared, my wife is on here. Carla, what's happening? Hal, good morning. Thank you guys for jumping on here. I appreciate you guys. So one quick note too, guys, if you could please share this out, number one. And number two, the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel is growing. I would call it our YouTube channel because you guys are the ones that are helping me build it and support it and all that stuff. So our YouTube channel, and it's mostly related to the show. There's some other stuff that goes in there too. But there's a lot of episodes of the show on there, and it is growing. But I need your help in growing that. So if you could share the YouTube channel with your friends, I'll put a link to it in the comments here, and you guys can use that link to share with your friends. I am going to start doing exclusive shows, interviews, and content that will only be exclusive to YouTube. So if you guys want to catch those interviews and specific content that you won't see here on Facebook, you want to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. So just a quick note there. So to jump into it here, guys, everyone is always talking about, those people that are winning, okay? And, those people are generally pretty easy to pick out of a crowd. Those people that are winning are, sometimes they like to talk about the fact that they're winning. Sometimes they don't. But they're usually, there's a level of confidence there that is usually and generally pretty easy to pick out of a crowd. And so sometimes what happens with winners, with people who are winning big, is that, people tend to talk about them in a not so favorable way. And so sometimes you'll hear some of that stuff. What's happening, Justin Myers? Good morning, brother. So this morning, I want to talk to you guys about those challenges when it comes to winning. The challenges that people face that you may not even realize people face that are looked at as winners. Number one, the pressure of maintaining the level that you have achieved. So as anybody, if you guys have leveled up in your life, which I'm sure everybody has, you've gone from one place to the next place. People that are winning, people that are making it to the next level, always feel the pressure of the possibility of sliding backwards. There's two different types of people, and you'll see people that win big that end up staying there, and you'll see people that win big and end up making a slide in the wrong direction. And it's because some people use that pressure that they feel of sliding backwards as fuel, and some people convert that into fear. So the people that use it as fuel use it to drive them. That kind of, it might still be a version of fuel, but it's driving them to never slide backwards. And those people who are consumed by the fear of that, they're living in that moment of fear, and they're thinking to themselves that this isn't going to last. They're talking themselves out of it. So that pressure of maintaining the level of success or winning that you have achieved is one of the hard parts about winning. Number 2, once you start to win, you live with the requirement of continuing to push or running the risk of losing the progress that you have made for yourself. Not just for yourself, but for your family, for those people that depend on you, for your team. What's happening, Angela? Good morning, Matt. Lance Phillips, what's up, my brother? Lance Phillips, you probably feel some of this, man, the pressure of winning. So when you start to win, and the requirement of continuing to push to reach the next level, you feel that pressure of being able to make it to the next level. And as you get higher and higher and you get more success, the effort that it takes to get the next inches becomes greater and greater and greater. It's a difficult thing. Number 3, nobody will ever want to talk to you in detail about what it took to get there. They only want you to tell them the tricks or the shortcuts to duplicate what it took you 5, 10, 20 years to figure out. And this is an enormous challenge in today's world, because everybody is in that mood that they want everything right now. And they think that because they see somebody do something in a couple of years or in a year, that's all it took. And the reality is that those people were working on that most likely for years and years and years before you saw the result that they got, or before you started paying attention to what they were doing. And so that's a challenge of winning, because it's very difficult to give advice to people that only want the tricks or the shortcuts, or the people that you give advice to that they don't use the right way because they're thinking that somehow that advice is a shortcut. The world is about absolutely how instant gratification today. Number 4, this is a huge one. And this is one that I can guarantee you everybody on this stream right now has experienced at some time or another. The balance of making sure that you take the time to celebrate your wins, but never taking too long to get back to pushing harder than ever to make sure that you're still continuing to make progress. This one is tricky, because if you do not celebrate your wins, and there are some people that believe that celebrating wins is a bad thing, that it will lead you to a bad place. I'm not in that camp. I believe that it takes, celebrating to make it worth it to level up again, in some way, shape, or form, giving yourself some credit, but never spending too much time in that place of celebrating. It is the hardest. The reason why people don't achieve higher and higher and higher levels of success is because they achieve a level of comfort. They may be outperforming what they thought they were capable of in the first place. And so they're giving themselves too much credit, also known as they're celebrating too much for what they have achieved. And they'll never really truly experience their true potential as a result of that. And what we are all in pursuit of, never forget this, we are in pursuit of our potential. We are not in pursuit of the small wins along the way. Those are a part of the process that it takes to improve ourselves, to become better human beings, to become better business people, better fathers, mothers, husbands, and wives. It's not about those little wins. It's about the pursuit of who you are trying to become. And so balancing, celebrating your wins, giving yourself credit, looking and saying, man, look at what we accomplished, but not spending too much time in that place. It's a hard part about winning. because a lot of people celebrate too much. They take their eye off the ball and they lose all of that progress that they have made as a result of celebrating just a little bit too much. Number 5, last but not least, not listening to those people that tell you how great you are and never getting too full of yourself. This is a challenge, guys, because here's what happens. When you start achieving some level of success, and I could probably be speaking right to Lance Phillips right now, because I bet there's a lot of people in Lance's life that are very proud of him for what he has accomplished and what he continues to accomplish. And it's a slippery slope. It's a trap. It's a very difficult thing, because those people that care about you, those people that love you, those people that are proud of you are constantly going to be telling you how great you are doing and how awesome it is that you have accomplished what you have accomplished. And that can make you take your eye off the ball as to where you're really trying to go. And it can slow you down from being able to chase down that best version of yourself. Because when you start thinking, man, this is pretty good, I have come a long way, they are correct. I was just listening to something this morning that said, you talk to people about, some of the things that you got going on, and they might say something like this: that's fantastic, but I love you just the way you are. Not that that's a bad thing, but you have to maintain perspective when people are telling you things like that. If you have big dreams and big goals, the world around you is going to constantly be pulling you back to driving you to an average mindset, to an average belief system. So not listening to those people that tell you how great you are is a major piece of the hard part about winning, because you're going to have a lot of people that are trying to convince you that things are great and that you don't have to work so hard and lots of other stuff. And what I will tell you is this, guys: if you can maintain an exceptional level of balance, mental balance, between confident and cocky, between celebrating and becoming comfortable, between true success and what most people will tell you success is, you will be on your way to living an absolutely incredible life. I am far from where I want to be, but I am far from where I came from as well. And I can tell you that when you wake up and you are proud of what you do every day, and you are on this path that is very clear as to where you're going, life gets more exciting than ever. And so those hard parts about winning are all part of the program. It's all part of the test of whether or not you want it bad enough to keep it, whether or not you want it bad enough to block out the noise, whether or not you want it bad enough to truly, truly reach as close to your potential as you can possibly get. Because the accomplishments that we all achieve in our lifetime, I believe, is very far from what we're genuinely capable of if we give it 100%. I did a video years ago called 99% committed versus 100% committed. And I want you to ask yourself this question today. Are you giving it 99% today, or are you giving it 100? And how many days are you giving it 100%, like genuinely everything you have? And how can you find a higher gear for that 100%? If you are giving it 100%, constantly working on yourself, constantly looking at how can I do it better? How can I organize myself? How can I spend less time distracted? How can I increase the efficiency at which I spend time working so that I can be a better family man? Those are the keys to life, guys. It is constant self-evaluation. But ask yourself that question. I am in the belief that 99% people make 5 times less and produce 5 times less than 100% committed people, 100% effort people. And if you are a person that gives 150% one week and then falls off the next, You are losing all the progress that you made while you were given 150% when you take your foot off the gas and you sit on the couch because you're exhausted because you overworked yourself. Think about it. Winning takes balance, takes planning, it takes execution, it takes consistent self-evaluation. And then once you win, it is genuinely the most difficult thing that you will experience to continue to defend the title that you have earned. So when you look at those people who might be winning right now and you think, man, I wish I was them. Don't wish to be anybody but the better version of you. And put in the work and realize that even winning comes with challenges. Every single day, regardless of whether you're winning or losing, you will face challenges. It is having the mental discipline and the mental fortitude to be able to push through those challenges and not blink, to come to expect them, to train the people around you, your family, your team, your friends, to expect the same adversity that you do. And when you start to expect that stuff, your life will take off like a rocket, man. I remember, the journey to get to this point. And as I always say, like I am way early on in the journey of what I think, all of the companies that we are involved in and all of the different things that we've got going on. I'm at the infancy stage of what I believe will unfold in the future. But I remember the resistance of starting all of this, right? And I use the analogy often of a plane taking off. When you're barreling down the runway and you can feel, the plane struggling. It takes a lot of force to get that plane off the ground. But once it gets off the ground and you start winning and you learn how to deal with winning and you learn how to balance the celebrating versus getting back to work, and you learn how to block out the noise of people telling you how great you are, man, that plane just continues to climb. And the view is unbelievable, right? And there's always going to be things up there. There's always going to be turbulence. There's always going to be things and challenges that you face. But the reality is that the journey is worth it. And so when you look at people today, next week, whatever, that are winning, realize they're going through challenges too. And that those people are at risk every single day of losing that winning streak that they're on. If you are not feeling like you're winning right now, there's only one way to start winning, and that is to get to work. It's activity, guys. It's not wishing, it's not hoping, it's not planning. It is doing the things necessary, the activities necessary every single day to create the momentum necessary to get you to that place. I hope this was helpful for you guys, man. It's another Friday, and I say it every single Friday. Go out like a lion, guys. Do not go out like a mouse. Don't be the person that cashes in your chips today at 2:00 in the afternoon or at noon or at 3. Go hard. Get the extra time in. Call the extra customers. Reach out. Write some extra thank you cards. Send the extra email. Do the things that are necessary to take your business to the next level. I am a believer right now in the world, guys. Everybody is asleep at the wheel. So many people. So many people. I look around at companies and the things that they're posting on social media, the things that they're doing. There's so many companies that are either running scared or they're just not doing much at all. So if you are able to be that company that goes hard in the paint, that goes out like a lion every single week, puts in the extra time, maybe you put in some time on the weekends, you're going to distance yourself from the competition. These are the times. This is, as I've said before, separation season. And if you are putting in the work and you stay disciplined when everybody else is losing their discipline, you will capitalize like you can't believe. And I promise you this, there's going to be a lot of people in this world that create very successful businesses or take their businesses to a whole new level during this time when everybody else in the world thinks that things are terrible. And here's the analogy that I'll use. We're in the paving business. And so here's the conversation that I have with the people that I coach or with our own company. How much business is going to be done in our market this year? Is it greater than or less than the amount that we need to achieve what we set out to achieve this year? The reality is There's going to be a lot more paving work done in this world than what we need as a company to be successful, to achieve what we wanted to achieve this year. And that's the case for every single person's business. So the question is, how do you get the amount that you set out to get? It may not be the same plan. It may not be the same customers. It may not be the same approach. You might have to work twice as hard to get the same results. But it's there. Make no mistake. And so you can get it today if you put in the time, you put in the work, you stay focused until the end of the day. You will feel better about yourself going into the weekend, and you'll create momentum in your business and your life, and you'll be happy that you did. And you'll look in the mirror at the end of the day, and you'll be a lot prouder of the person that you see there than if you take off at noon and start cracking margaritas. That's the truth, because that's what a lot of people do. That's it, guys. I will see you guys Monday morning right here, same place, same time, 7:30 a.m. on Morning Perspective. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't shared this out yet, I would appreciate it if you do it. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, man, get your butt over there and hit the subscribe button. We got some stuff going on over there. We got top content coming from every single angle, man. Top Contractor School, the Pavement Group, what we do here, guests that are starting to line up. Man, you guys are going to want to stay tuned for these guests that I'm lining up. There's going to be some special people talking to us here. We had Kristen Daly on from Boston last week. It was just an unbelievable show. She had an unbelievable amount of value. We're going to continue to do that. We got some big names coming. So if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, you just might miss it. So I'll see you guys Monday morning, 7:30 a.m., same place, same time. Love you guys.